Hi, 1B students. I just want to talk for a couple of minutes about access, relationships, and queries. We started talking a little bit about that on Tuesday, but I want to mention just a couple more things. So here I am again. Even though you don't see me, you have to listen to me for a couple of minutes. When we make tables in Access, we know that they are related when one field in one table corresponds to another field in another table. And so on this slide, we can see that we have the products table department field related to the departments table department name, and then we've got the departments table manager ID field related to the employees table employee ID field. So the names of the fields don't have to be the same to form these relationships, but they will have common information in them, or it wouldn't really make any sense. Now, every table in a relational database is related to at least one other table. That's why we call it a relational database. The field name does not have to be the same, like I mentioned before, but we do have to have relationships between all the tables, and we will in the Access files that we work with. Now, you can view the relationships by clicking on the Database Tools tab and then clicking the Relationships button on the ribbon. And we've done that enough that I think everyone is comfortable with that. If for some reason we don't see all of the tables that we know actually exist, we can right-click in the big gray window area and ask it to show us all the tables. Now, let's move to queries. A select query is a database object that is used to retrieve or select data that matches the criteria that we're searching for. So we are asking Access a question, and it is combing through all the data in all the tables and returning the information that matches our criteria. That is called a query in Access. Now, we looked at creating queries yesterday, and I just want to take us through that again. In the navigation pane, I'm going to have you single click on the table name, and then click the Create tab and click the Query Design button, and a little query window opens up. The window part is at the top and the grid part is at the bottom. So we're going to add the table names into the top part, or the window, and then we're going to add field names down below in the grid. Now, we are going to select field names by either double-clicking on them, or we can click and drag by just holding our mouse down on a field name and dragging it down into the field position. Either one of those will work. Oops. So I'm going to select field names to be put in the design grid, and then if I want it to be sorted in a certain order, A to Z or Z to A, I'm going to choose a sort order in one of those field name columns. And then I need to put some sort of criteria that I want to query for. And in my case, on this example, you are looking at, under product name, the criteria. I have put in an asterisk and the word brush. What that means to Excel is find any product name that has any word plus the word brush. And we're going to have wide brush, narrow brush, wire brush, I don't know, a whole bunch of different brushes. But the asterisk is called a wildcard, and that will search for anything plus the word brush. Now, to run our query, we're just going to click the Run button, which is the red exclamation point on the ribbon, and then we're going to save it by clicking the Quick Access Toolbar Save button and give your query a name. And then I want you to notice that now your query becomes an object that appears probably between tables and forms on your navigation pane. So your queries get saved, and then you can open those queries and run them again if you have the need to. Let's work with some queries.